If you are a true practitioner, there will never be an injury. Impossible. Impossible. In my life journey, I have guided thousands of people towards practice of postures. I have never seen even a single person injured. And I have students who can do any complex postures. Not even a single case of injury. Show me one of my students injured. I am talking and I am announcing openly. It's telecasted all over the world. Even if single person is injured, they can post that incident on the Facebook. Oh, I am injured. You, Vijay, you are not telling truth. Because when you are a proper practitioner, there cannot be an injury in the practice of postures. Why injury happens is the moment you begin to misalign with what is. See, what is the truth. The misalignment you are doing, you have a concept that if my forehead touches the knee, I am a good forward bending posture. Many times it's very astonishing to see, and very even a kind of stupidity, I can tell. People have special back bending classes, special forward bending classes, is really not the way of practicing postures. In spite of it, you are losing a golden opportunity in life to experience the ultimate truth. Because what happens when you are practicing postures, let's take postures as an example. Imagine if you are training only to backward bend, it's not at all good. Your body, one thing you need to understand is, even though this body is a finished product, in terms of space and time, a finished product has to be there for what? To express the unfinished, infinite, timeless product, the consciousness. This body is representing the consciousness. The consciousness is multidimensional, all directional, multidimensional. That consciousness has taken the shape of the nature which is in your body. That is the body. When consciousness, all directional expression, that dimension, immense dimension, infinite dimension, it has taken the shape of the body. Now the human mind comes. It sees some postings in the Facebook. I had to do that posture. Okay, I will force. I will go to a special backward bend class. I will go to a special forward bend class, so that I am a yoga teacher, I can show the proper posture in front of the class. Or it's not at all that language what has to be spoken through this body. This body has to speak the language of that all-inclusiveness. If it is all-inclusiveness, it has to be expressed in all dimensions. It's like a flower. It's not like that. If there is a flower, only, no, it has many petals, I will going to flower it in only one direction. Then every petal you are trying to move in one direction. In the end, you will be removing the flower. And the most dangerous thing is, you are losing the opportunity to be a flower. If it is a flower, it has to bloom, it has to blossom in all directions. This body is the most beautiful flower possible, because it is giving a facility to express the immense possibility. It's a vehicle to express that ultimate freedom. That infinite dimension can be experienced. Now you are trying to confine it. Why I am telling this fact is not only the constructiveness of the body, what happens when you are practicing only in one direction, like forward or backward or whatever you call. what happens is, if you move, you can make your own testing. You can make your own testing. If you move the body to one direction, breath quality is different. If you move to the other direction, breath quality changes. If you make a forward bend, breath quality changes. If you make a backward bend, breath quality changes. So, body is aligned to only one direction. Breath is aligned to only one direction. What about the mind? How the mind is developed? How the mind is constructed? What you experience, that leads to the construction of the mind. If you are perceiving only one thing, a particularity, that too directly happening to you, it's a direct experience. It's not like you are looking at a map. See, if you are looking at a map, if somebody is telling about Mysore, see, here is a restaurant, if you go there, you get a swimming pool. If that person is explaining you in some other country in the map, it's okay. It has not much effect. But if you are misguided while in Mysore, you are on the street, you want to go to swimming pool, they are showing a wrong direction, then you miss the life journey. In the same way, you are not reading a book, you are not looking at a map, you are working with your own self. It's too direct. You are in Mysore, you are experiencing the Mysore. You are in your body, you are experiencing the self. In that direct experience state, there should not be any mistake. If you do the mistake, price is high. Since it is a direct experience. Considering this, you should approach your practice. It should be all-inclusive valued system. Whether you are just a posture practitioner to teach some classes or not, it doesn't matter. See, whether you teach a posture or not, why it doesn't matter? Everybody is one or the other posture. Can you tell anybody not practicing posture at any moment of life? Everybody has to be in one or the other posture. No go. No? The moment you are born, you are entering the posture till you die. So why you need to be in only a kind of, somebody has to teach you posture. Nobody needs to teach the posture. What need to be taught is how to bring that completeness through the body. How to train that body to align to that divine completeness, that infiniteness. How you facilitate through this body. How you bring the state of Sthiram Sukham. And even Patanjali, he continues. Then all the dualities merge. The duality of the form and shape, what you consider as I, how it merges with all infinite forms and shape. That is Sukham. What is Sukham? Sukham means what is comfort. The comfort is you are not feeling the separation of the body. No pain in the leg, no pain in the knee, no pain in the hands, no pain in the shoulders, no pain in the back. Just pure oneness, no separation. Even you are not feeling your body. No feeling of I at the body level. For that expression, you cannot move in only one direction. The more you move in only one direction, the more I grows. The more ego grows. It's very natural. That's what. See, if people live in only their house, they don't know the neighbor. They don't know the people who are living in the next street. See, for lifelong, imagine, I am living only in India, you are living in your countries. What people do, you look at the mindset of the people. Until unless if they are not meditators, they try to condemn other culture, they try to condemn other religion, they reject other people's practices, the way they wear the clothes, the way they speak. Many times it happens, even for the languages, different language. One person speaks different language, another person speaks another language, they try to fight. Just for the language. Language is for communication. It's person's freedom to communicate in whatever way they want. But that also triggers fight. See the human state of mind. This non-acceptance has to be dissolved. So this acceptance to come, you have to develop your practice in a multi-dimensional, all-inclusive state. How you develop, that is the whole skill. Why you get injured is you are forcing too much in one direction. You are forcing. Why? It has to bloom. It has to flower. Have you seen any flower getting injured out of flowering? Can you show one example? What is the difference between your practice and flowering? Why it has to be different? Why you have that sick, rigid mind that I had to be like that? Who told you you have to be like that? Because a series is developed? Because in some series some person has put some photographs and you have to follow that photograph? Or some standardization of a yoga practitioner is there in the society so that he has to make such a forward bend, then only he can be a teacher? What you are trying to follow? When no flower gets injured in the process of flowering, why you have to get injured in the process of practice? Because of ignorance, because of conditioning, because of fear, because of target, because of having a strong unnecessary will to reach somewhere or to prove something. Normally what happens, this attitude I see very much in the Western mind. The Western, see, normally it's very interesting to observe, very less Indians get injured in the class. Like when we treat the people who are coming, who are got injured, many times we get many people coming from different schools telling, complaining they are injured. Very less you can see in any market outside. Very less Indians are injured because it indicates their mind. They don't want to try beyond a limit. You cannot force them. No, no, no. They want to take care of the body. But Western people are not like that. I have to prove something. It's a very nice. Of course, that energy is good in the background. But that comparative, that competitive, that attitude to prove something that forces you behind, that is not good. An unconditional presence. Your competitiveness should be in Ishvara Pranidhana. Your competitiveness in tapa. Tapas means no. Competition is what? You may not be competing with a neighbor. See, here people's mind may think, no, no, when I practice for me. Here, a competitor may not be a person. A personification may be there. Maybe a picture. What is there in your mind about a posture? Maybe an example where you have heard, or maybe your own conclusion that tomorrow if I want to teach yoga, I should be like this in a posture. Somewhere a competition you have created inside of you, a competitor, somewhere you want to reach. That has to be stopped. Then a real flowering process starts. You need not to worry about any bullshit of any series. It's all fake. There cannot be a series for postures. That's why where not even in any classical books any single name of the posture is mentioned. Even that great Patanjali didn't mention a name of a single posture. Why? It's mainly because not to restrict, not to create an example, not to create any kind of push or pull or target, because mind is very precious. Mind is the very precious mainly because in the mind union of consciousness and nature happens. You may have a nicest possible posture expression capacity, nicest body you may have, if you don't have proper mind, it doesn't matter what body you have. What matters is state of the mind is very important, because state of the mind is the field where consciousness and nature unites with each other. That is the field where the game is happening, the game of life is happening. That has to be constructed to facilitate that game. How you are constructing? By blooming the body, by flowering the body. When you are practicing posture, always consider you are a flower. You are not a person who has to prove something. Of course, you have to develop the skill of posture. For what? Not in reference to a Facebook position, not in reference to a particular series. No. It is in reference to alignment with the existence. I am like this, I am fine. See, everybody is very well balanced when they stand. They can be effortless. They make a little forward bend, they create effort. Oh, the same body. See, the beauty of this practice, if you want to enjoy, the body is like this, effortless. Same body, same flow, everything, same star, same sky, same sun. Everything is same. Body is like this, effortless. Little bit like this, effortless starts. Why? Same body, same breath, same sky, same flow. Everything is same. Why effort is created? You are trying to move towards the science of alignment. Anybody can be effortless in any position. How you develop that effortlessness? Effortlessness is nothing but how you are flowering yourself. So it is in between effort and effortless. That's it. It's not in between you and the target. If you and the target is there, injury is waiting for you. If you and the effortless is there, find your own range and go on improving that range. Create effort, dissolve effort. Create effort, dissolve effort. It's a game, it's a joy, it's a celebration, it's a playfulness. What you are trying to express in your practice. An effort is happening, I am creating effortless. So like that, while creating effortless, you are enjoying the life. You are celebrating the balance of the body. You are celebrating the stretch of the body. So like this, if you are treating you well, it indicates how you are treating yourself. You have to treat yourself well. When you treat yourself well, then only you can treat the self of the others. If you are not treating you well, definitely you will not treat the others well. Always see, if yourself is not a happy person, how you can spread happiness to the others? It's always like that. What you have, that you are eligible to share. If you have money, you can share money. If you have happiness, you can share happiness. In the same way, if you have that effortless, that flowering, that contentment, that bliss, that calmness, that only you can share with others. Towards that, how progressively you are making journey. If that is the issue, there is no question of getting injured. Not possible, because constantly you are flowering, and you are always a flower. It's a continuous journey of a flower to flower to flower to flower. That blooming. You are able to make little bit forward bend, fine. Stay as a flower. Establish stability. Establish the balance. Establish the well adapted stretch where each and every cell of the body is contributing towards that stretch. When that all-inclusive expression comes, it goes on developing. And it's very interesting to observe, if you are able to practice in this direction, in a very short time, any complex postures can be practiced. Because it's like aligning. See, if you are swimming, how you will be the best swimmer? You cannot be a best swimmer by expressing the aggressiveness in the water. See, the more tightness you hold, the more effort you do. No. How easily you can align. To what extent smoothly you can float. How you are aligning, even including your fingers, the way you keep the hands, legs, so that just it becomes a very easy, smooth flow with less resistance. Less resistance. Water should give you less resistance. Means you are aligning to water. In the same way, life should give you less resistance because you are perfectly aligned with what is. That what is you are doing through the body. That is the practice of posture. So that is why if you are practicing with the true sense of practice of postures, there is no chance of getting injured. Don't force, understand. Study the subject of yoga. If you are a real practitioner, there is no question of getting injured.